You know the sound it makes when you pick up intel? I think
Yeah.
people are doing that on the Titans posters because FNF Titans 2 is going to be soon. So, I've actually heard OFCRA is going to send 2 or 3 teams of their veteran
Hey.
players across a bunch of different communities. So I'll be curious to watch them go through that. But otherwise, this is round 1 of FNFEU, as I've already said. It's going to be a 3-sector neutral sector control between Blue 4, which is the classic U.S. Marine MARPAT, and Op 4 is the Op 4 Classic, which is Russian EMR. And then both sides have their vehicles not openly available to them. They'd have to go back and pick them up. BTR 80 for Op 4, 2 M2 Humvees for Blue 4. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Pretty even. Interesting that that they opted to give the Blue 4 2 Humvees with M2s and then just one BTR to Red 4. At least that's what it said on the thing. But yeah, I think it's an interesting little balancing act.
Well,
but it should work out.
Barb, I'm not sure if you have access to the Mission Maker channel, but in FNF Standard, they consider a BTR 80 equivalent to 2 M2 Humvees. I don't know why. That's just how they do their ratios.
I guess.
Yeah, like I don't mean to be rude when I say I could come up with a million reasons why that doesn't work, but it's their standard. They've been doing this for years, so I'll believe them, you know?
I think it might be like transport capacity might be the balancing thing that they're trying to make up for.
Yeah, but, you know...
But that doesn't even match. That doesn't match at all, because a Humvee with an M2 can still only carry 5 people each. That's 10 for 2, which is about half.
Plus, you have 250 cals with 100 round magazines each versus a 14.5 millimeter KPTV with only 50 rounds, and then the 250 round 7.62, which can't defeat armor. So it's a weird ratio. I mean,
I think it's meant to be like unarmored Humvees. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but it again, like both the 50 cals can pen the BTR, but yeah, it's comparing 2 very different things, and I don't know.
I don't know either. I just do it.
It would have been more comparable to do 2 Gaz Tigers with the PKM.
With two M240 Humvees, or hell, the M240 Humvees versus the whatchamacallit, the PKM Humvees. I know those exist.
Yeah,
even
speaking
better.
Of
Humvees, have you guys seen the new SOCOM ones?
From RHS? Yes.
Yeah.
I have not. I haven't even poked around in it.
Oh my god, they're so
They're pretty nice. You know, USAF RHS with their MRAP and Humvee fetish for Blue 4.
Yeah,
keeps going.
Although they did add a lot to Russia as well. But
yeah, it was a mainly Russian update. They added RPKs and T15s.
Yeah,
tasty.
That they did. Going back to FNF though, as you already mentioned, Red 4 is basic EMR Russians. Blue 4 going to be your basic MARPAT Woodland Marines. With all their respective equipment. 5.45 AKs for the Russians, 5.56 M4s, etc. for the Americans. AT, LMGs, and MMGs on each side. But yeah, 2 Humvees for Blue 4 and 1 BTR 80 for Op 4. With that said, let's take a look at these sectors.
Where do you want to start?
Let's start with Alpha, up to the north. So the way that the neutral sector defense works is that all 3 sectors are neutral. It operates in the kind of Call of Duty domination style. You capture a point, or capture a sector, and it'll start ticking up points up in the top right. There will be a 5-minute buffer timer after the first sector is captured to kind of make so the people who don't get there first win automatically. But that being said, Alpha's looking pretty strong. It's on top of a hill. It's this little Altian Greek Mediterranean town. Nice smattering of buildings, fortifications. They have the castle tower in the middle to kind of look over in all directions. So that'll be neat to see who can, if either side decides to hole up in there and take a very defensive posture. That'd be interesting to see. But yeah, this is definitely a contender for a sector to hold. And it'd be a pain in the ass to assault, which means it would be good to hold.
Yeah, and it's outside of the position, but to the west there's a tower that overlooks pretty much everything to the west.
Oh, the 4-story kind of apartment building thing?
Yeah, and there's a cliff too you can get on.
I mean, as was already mentioned, it's all on a plateau itself. So if you just be a little more aggressive, you can kind of overwatch the other 2 sectors with this one position and use it to stage an attack from that sector to an adjacent sector. So that's a really good spot. I like that it's a neutral area. But with all the players that are going to be on foot here, it's literally going to be a race.
I mean, like I was saying with like the 5-minute timer,
These guys have a wall.
It doesn't discourage rushing. It just makes it so that the people who rush better don't win, and then we spend the next 50 minutes twiddling our thumbs.
Yeah.
There will be rushes. There will be fights over each zone, I can imagine. But yeah, I think Alpha is going to be where it really comes to a head, because I don't know if you were mentioning this with it being on a plateau, that they can see over both Bravo and Charlie from this Alpha position. Limited visibility,
Hey, Dragon T, how are you?
but
Hey, Hugo,
even
Daniel,
just
how you doing?
suppressing fire in those directions is something. So I think it could be very beneficial to either side.
Sure. Liru, you want to go over Bravo?
So Bravo is the home sector of Op4, meaning it's the closest one to their spawn. It looks to be a little bit of a naval position here. We got a nice dock on the waterworks here and some custom boat textures unique to Hibontis as a map, which I'm pretty sure you can actually go on. But those fall a little outside the southern side of the sector because the sector itself mainly dominates a warehouse building and a few buildings within the sector itself. This one I could see, just a few garrisons of about, fire teams, maybe a whole team's worth, maybe a team in the boat to cover anyone along the open beach. But this one, where the perimeters wall and where the open ground is and where the buildings are aligned with their windows, I think this could be a really good defensive line, minus the fact that there's not really a lot of windows themselves overlooking the beach, but there's just enough. Like, the ones that are the most important are the buildings that are outside of the AO facing the eastern side, so I could see a very easy and small defensive network being made to hold this AO. What do you guys think?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I think being next to the shore like that gives it a huge bonus in defense.
Big boost to its defense stat.
Yes. All right, well, I guess I'll go over Charlie.
Go for it.
It's just like kind of a port loading dock area, but mainly around this, what is that? It's like a barracks or something from...
Yeah, barracks, kind of military
Airport,
base,
yeah.
and airfield.
Yeah, and there's some garages and stuff. Can you get inside these? Yeah, you can.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get inside that garage. That's pretty good. A lot of open ground. Makes it pretty easy to defend. I mean, there's a nice wall to the northwest, though, northeast, that goes to Alpha.
I feel like this area is a bit more open than Bravo, though. And the weakness of it being more open is that if Op4 were to capture Alpha, for example, they'd have really easy pickings on this AO from range with machine guns. Whereas Bravo's, you got a little bit more concealment to work with in the non-linear way the buildings are all kind of put in these blocks here around the street. Now, one of the advantages about having all this open area, though, is at a close assault, Blue 4 can just set up a few key positions with machine guns and pretty much fully cover the entirety of this AO. I mean, the windows on the central barracks building that Charlie is on are going to really help to lock the area down. However, if the Op4 marksman is on his A game, it's just going to be easy pickings for him in that building itself. So I'll be curious to see who on Op4 is the marksman. Firefly. I don't recall anything on Firefly. What do you guys think?
I can't recall anything either. I would like to bounce off of what you said, Liru, with the distance, because we do need to remember that with this first mission, player view is capped at 500 meters. Now, that should provide enough distance between parts of Charlie, but I don't actually think that Alpha, anyone who sets up on that plateau, even on the eastern tip of it, would be able to see actually to the Charlie point itself. And the Charlie point itself is that 2-story barracks building and the garages, like you were saying, so it is on the most forward part of this Camp Asteria region. But I'm interested to see if they're going to be actually able to render and see their targets, or if they're just going to spray out into nothing.
I measured it out. I'm going to do one more quick measurement, but 500 meters is about, like, you hit page down completely and then one page up, but give me one more moment. I'm going to measure it out again just to be accurate here. 4, 5, which means I should only see 1, 2, 3, 4 roads.
Yeah,
1, 2,
all down and then
3,
one back
4.
up is like, looks like 600 or 700.
Give me one moment. I want to get in sync with this one. I think actually all the way down is 500 because 1, 2, 3. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5. No.
No, I think it's not.
We don't have an in between. So yeah, one up on the one after hitting page down on everything to lower your render distance. One up, it puts you to about 600, but I think it's 400 and 600, like increments of 200 or so. And that's what we're going to go. So I'm going to keep it on 600 for my render distance so we can get a decent gauge.
Same.
But understand that if anyone's in, like, the foggy... Like, when you look, you see, like, there's a difference between you have, like, the where it gets completely foggy and where the fog starts.
Yeah, you can also see, if you up the view distance all the way, you can see the buildings popping in even inside your personal render distance. So, yeah, that's something that's kind of hard-coded in a way.
It's interesting, but... my point is, if you bring it all, if you do one page up, the distance of the fog starting and the fog ending is the distance where the players might not be able to see because they're hard locked at 500 and this hard locks us at 600. So I'm just trying to establish that standard.
Yep.
Happy I'll be racing tomorrow.
One more thing about this objective is
what are you
if they
racing?
go for a light defense on the walls and stuff, there are some what are those, hunter towers or whatever, the military checkpoint towers. There's one near
which AO?
For Charlie.
Charlie to the east.
Gotcha.
Yeah, to the south there's one that overlooks the beach, which is pretty nice. There's one that looks over to the west towards Alpha. And then way far away from the objective, but still useful, is the one to the northeast near the checkpoint.
So
I think whoever gets in those towers is a fool because they're just going to be plinked at from Alpha.
Yeah.
They are so exposed that, I think that's going to be a death sentence for them.
So fun fact, those towers are actually just called, they're called cargo posts because the towers are the bigger ones that are multi-story.
Cargo towers, yep.
Yep. So
I will say the
asset
one to
differentiation.
the south has some nice HESCO barriers, though.
Did you put up your prediction, Liru?
Yep.
What you got as far as odds? I'm getting...
people are favoring Op4 for this one. 10k on Op4, 3.5k on Blue4.
I'm about the same, 7.2k on Red 4, 1.5k on Blue 4. Which
I don't agree with that, to be honest. I would say Blue 4 has the advantage because two quicker moving vehicles with armor defeating ammunition I feel like would be better. But otherwise, operation has started. We already have someone unconscious. Buckets armored himself against the wall, and he is the mat gunner for medium AT. Yeah, for Blue 4.
Oh, God damn it, Buckets. He was literally... Oh, and he failed the wake-up check, too.
Yep.
Oh, now he's back
up. He's back. All right.
Yeah,
That's Vargren's coming up to laugh at him, which I don't blame him at that point.
Yeah, it was funny because, no, sorry, it was Broken that Emsakov was talking to me about, not Buckets. Close enough, but that is very fortunate that he got back up because he's going to be one of the people who's going to be necessary in taking out that BTR.
Both sides have grabbed their vehicles, by the way, and they're starting to move out.
Yeah. So they have this kind of Le Mans start thing going, which is an interesting concept. I actually like it quite a lot. But, yeah, there's Ghoster and Muniz there, and as everyone is getting into those Humvees.
So he's loading, Blue 4's loading a team into one of their Humvees. Another team is going to go straight out the get-go. But those Humvees are going to be quicker than those than that one BTR, excuse me, and it'll be moving in fairly quickly. But Op4, for the most part, I think they've divided their forces in half. Half are going to Bravo, half going to Alpha.
Yep.
How's Charlie?
The objective.
Charlie's doing the same thing.
Way on Blue 4. Yeah, I think fewer
Blue
people
4
going
Charlie.
to
I'd use those
Alpha for
interchangeably.
Blue 4 than the opposite side of things. So we'll see how that matches up. But those Humvees, yeah, they're booking it. They're about a click away now, whereas the BTR is still about 2 clicks, maybe a click and a half away.
One of the Humvees is going way north. That's an interesting call.
I think they're going for like an edge of the map play.
Yeah.
But, and like
BTR is also doing that too.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting then. Yeah, they're gonna come to a head. Looks like Blue 4 is gonna get to Alpha before Red 4 does. They're kind of going.
Both are
northeast
in the AO. Oh, go ahead. Yep. Sorry.
You say go ahead and then you interrupt me again, motherfucker.
I know. I'm horrible.
It's okay. I still love you. But yeah, a lot of the Red 4 forces going a bit more to the northwest of Alpha. But now we have a big column of Red 4 just streaming up, led by Kubas 94 CZ. There is Charlie going to Blue 4, so that's that.
Op 4 still has forces in Bravo. They'll capture it momentarily.
Absolutely. But yeah, Delta 2 for Red 4 now pushing up there, but they're not going to get there before Bravo 2 for Blue 4 does.
That's gonna be close.
Looks like that Southern Humvee has headed back to Charlie and is watching the MSR, going to assist them in defenses. But that northern one is skirting across the northern edge of the border, and they are on a direct path to each other. The BTR almost goes out of bounds, but they course correct. And we should be having first contact any minute now up here at Alpha.
I think first contact, if that Humvee continues, might run into the infantry for Op 4. And if Blue 4 could get some early 50 cal in there, that would be really good for Blue 4. But Op 4's BTR has turned around, realizing that the terrain might be a little too tough for them to drive in, but the Humvee's still coming around.
Yeah, I think Alpha 2 might spot the Humvee out.
Possibly. With this fog, they should be able to. It looks like they're actually dismounting the X-ray team up here, and Ghoster might be bailing. He doesn't have anyone in the gun, so he might just be dropping these guys off and leaving them to fend for their own. And now that he's turning tail, I'm pretty sure that's what's going on.
Oh, no, it looks like first contact might be Delta 2 for Op 4 and Bravo 2 for Blue 4 on the Alpha.
Yeah, on Alpha. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think that this is going to turn into some really heavy urban fighting here in a second. As
in
we
fact,
have a
they
big
have line
group
of sight on each other.
Yeah, big group of Red 4 here in the middle of the road. A good GL or even a rocket would do a lot of damage here. They're going to continue to push out into the fields to the east of the church. Now STS and his group pushing in towards the tower.
Nope.
And we have shots going out.
Foxtrot versus Platoon 2 HQ at Bravo.
Yep.
Oh, and we already have our first KIA for Red 4. That was Tessic.
Squad leader for Delta 2.
Yeah, Delta 2 squad leader. So he had that long range taken out, I think, 1, maybe 2 shots from STS.
Good range.
Yeah, that was STS getting him from about 100 meters or so.
I don't know. Blue 4 seems to have their foot in the sector here. Op 4 is being stopped short, and the forces that were also getting in. As I say that, Green Thumb taking out STS. Dardus fails his wake-up check. I think the Op 4 force doing this wide, elaborate flank is going to try to come from the north and potentially go into Charlie.
Either that or just do a delayed pincer onto Saint Fuckass.
But they could get...
Bazooka and Thompson getting into a firefight, but Thompson getting one drop and ends up trading with the second gunner. So 2 guys down on that down ship, 4 bodies. Because they all traded. Interesting.
9 Red Force up here.
I don't have a multi setup because no one gave me their Twitch URL. I'm sorry.
Blue 4.
Let me remove that command.
6 on the north side and another 6 or so on the south side. So
no one gave me a multi today. I'm sorry.
Red 4 force. More GLs going out.
Try to have one up for NA.
With reinforcements coming up from Charlie 2, they're setting up a base of fire way up to the east. Yeah, Red 4 up here is going to need some more reinforcements, or maybe that BTR up here.
Green Thumb's in the sector. I'm not sure if he's trying to throw grenades around. Misu getting hit by one. I don't know. Op 4 doing this massive force to push around is really risky.
2600K suppressing Green Thumb there through the bushes, getting some shots as well.
Green Thumb's in the tower, though. Or did he leave the tower? No, he did. You're right. Misu is now in the tower.
Yep.
Interesting.
So yeah, he's kind of holding the outside. Smokes are popping now, so that might actually save him from 2600.
BTR now going north to assist that force pushing around. We also see some starting to collapse back into Alpha here, as Blue 4 is also sending some forces around on the northern side.
Olaf for Blue 4 X-Ray might have just spotted the BTR. Yep, he was scouting out to his south, and he just spotted that BTR. So he's going to tell his whole team to get down and stay there until that
Blue 4
BTR
guys
moves
down.
away.
Tackleberry was
Making sure
being
they don't
Arma,
get
but he's
spotted. They have
okay.
nothing to deal with that, just being the X-Ray team.
Yeah, I will say Blue 4 X-Ray, I think, completely missed Platoon 1.
Yep.
So all they think is there is the BTR.
I don't know. We have a lot of Op 4 out of position here as they maneuver around. Points are starting to get calculated, and Blue 4 is sending reinforcements to hold Alpha. I wonder if Green Thumb will throw any satchels here, because if he picks up on where Blue 4 are, he might be able to get away with something.
Yeah,
But he does have 2600 overwatching him, though, pretty hard.
Looking real quick. I'm not seeing any satchels placed down, so he probably has some...
Oh, Green Thumb getting taked out by 2600.
Nice. Yeah, he had him on lock. And yeah,
Yep.
this Red 4 group, they need to consolidate and either hold out or withdraw, because right now, this is a losing battle.
Oh, here comes BTR against the Humvee, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. Pushing up to the north with Alpha 2. That's Red 4 gone.
Oh, Ghoster deciding to pull back just as the Humvee's coming around.
Yeah.
Will the Humvee spot him? Or the BTR spot him?
No. Turret's looking straight ahead to the 12 o'clock, so they're
Ghoster
going to go
hears it.
right past. But does he hear it over his own engine?
That is true.
I don't think so, because Ghoster's running away, and now he's going to drive right into the middle of Alpha 2 for Red 4.
Oh, God.
Frying pan, and into the fire as Ghoster is on his own one-man death race. Oh, fire coming in from Omega,
Yep, goes the
and
fire.
everyone else will be opening up shortly.
Ghoster getting knocked out.
Yep, and now he's driving in circles, and look at that. Pinned to 7 and 6 on the donkey.
I think that Vic is still going to be usable, though, and I'm pretty sure Op4 is allowed to steal Humvees, so
Yes, and
nice force
yes.
multiplier.
No engine smoke coming out of it. Actually,
Also, real quick, three-man Blue 4 group getting caught out of position by a full squad. One of the three is already down, and it is their Mat Gunner. Buckets is among them.
among them.
Oh, no. Hold up. I just watched Duke get annihilated by Williams.
Yep.
Down to the south, big friendly fire right there. I don't know what to make of that.
Oh,
Huh.
huge Blue 4 Overwatch is now shooting those Red 4.
Yeah, that's
guys
Charlie
north.
2. Already 2 down for that Alpha 4-6, whoever that is.
Knocking quite a few guys out.
Pierce is in there. Tesla Dream, the pride and joy of FNF. The Scandy Killer coming up as a combat engineer to the basketball court.
Great grenade throw by Buckets.
That's not a basketball court, that's a soccer field.
Gets it. Wow. Buckets just killed the guy shooting at him and caused a trade because his grenade went off.
Nice.
That works, I guess.
Huh. Trade by grenade. Neat. I guess, right?
Man, Platoon 2 HQPs is just like suppressing the hell out of Blue 4 Foxtrot.
Yeah.
They're completely stuck near that ship.
So Blue 4's down a Humvee, down their medium AT, but they have control of 2 sectors. And 26 just got another kill. That's his third for holding the central sector.
Spent more bullets over there. Broken and Bendo looking like they're interested in that amount of fire. I don't know. Blue 4 has a pretty solid hold. Now we have Alpha 2 up to the north for Red 4. They've taken that Humvee. If they should try and move down to the south and attack the north side, wrap around this plateau. But looks like that other Humvee going to be coming in from the east. That is Greg Legs and Muniz.
Yep, and Op 4 Humvee's going right towards them. Actually, they might drive past each other.
And now Greg Legs going up on the he's skylining a bit on the ridge. So now, yeah, they might actually be able to hit both of these, and they've already taken out the Matt team guy. So it'd just be down to light AT on the squad level to take out that BTR, I mean. Which isn't impossible, but it is a hell of a lot harder than using a Maz or spraying it down with an M2.
So that M2 Humvee starting to fire on Op4, but it's got a 4-man team that did spot the Humvee. They have the other Humvee with them, but they decided to leave it, which I think is a mistake. Someone should run back and grab it just so they can suppress, but instead they take out the gunner.
Driver's still alive, and he's pulled back. I believe, yep, Greg Legs is dead as a doornail. It's just Muniz now. As for them leaving the Humvee, I don't think that's a terrible idea because it is very much the...
They are pulling back to it, actually, so they might take it again.
Op4 Command is getting flanked by Blue 4 X-Ray.
Yep.
Yeah, they're moving up behind him.
But X-Ray doesn't know he's up there because they're not looking, but if one of them were to look right, Command spotted them.
Yep.
He's just hiding. He might engage.
For his sake, I would hope not. But he might. He does have a GL. Open up with a GL and then spray them both
He needs
down.
to call it up quick, though, because no one is turned around looking at that back line.
Yep.
Oh, this is going to be like Band of Brothers.
Oh,
Oh, no.
spraying down on Scholl. Good shots. Takes him down.
Jib going prone, though. I think he spotted him. Nope, he's looking.
Malin's running back.
He just spotted him. Yep. Jib has spotted the commander. He's not firing.
Malin running into ice. But Malin's able to take him out with PKM.
Jib trained on Red Fort commander, but holding his fire.
Yep, Command's
And I
running
think,
back.
yeah, and he just lost his moment of opportunity.
We got a good flank coming from Op4 Alpha 2 on the northeast.
I don't know, Blue 4 has a decent lead, but all of Op4 is now compressing onto Alpha. I think they'll be able to overpower Alpha's position, in all honesty. With this massive concave they're coming in from the north here, they've secured against Blue 4's X-Ray. Blue 4 has had both of its Humvees harassed, one taken out, the other one with its gunner killed. The BTR is still in reserve to the east. I think Op4 is going to have sufficient time to retake Alpha, and they can either hold out or they can start pushing to Charlie.
There goes the Humvee.
Yep, I just heard that AT shot, but it looks like he's still okay.
It is
Huh.
perfectly fine. No, it looks like a bit of damage on the glass. That might have been the small arms fire from earlier, but no,
Weird.
engine is perfectly fine.
Huh.
What isn't fine, though, is this point lead. We have 23 now points ahead for NATO. For
Yep.
Blue 4, I should say. And, yeah, Red 4 really need to push up in here and take this alpha point soon if they want to have a snowball's chance in hell.
I think even if they captured Alpha, they'd still be behind.
Nah, if they move quick enough, they should be fine. But I want to point your attention to Benda and Broken that are part of Op4, currently being engaged by Kuba, the HR. But if you look northeast of the building that Benda and Broken are, you'll find 3 dead Blue 4 guys on the street. And if you check Benda's kill count, he's 3-0 right now. So I think he just annihilated all 3 of them because I saw him putting shots in that direction, and one of the blue triangles disappeared. So good fold there.
Was Jonathan's group pushing in from the northeast. They're finally encapsulating this alpha point, and now Red 4 definitely has the upper hand as far as numbers. So Jonathan's group taking out at least a couple of Blue 4, and now encircling Ash, Misu, 2600K, as well as Shy's group over here on the northern side.
Op4 has their left side of the concave folding back. They're taking care of what remains of X-Ray. Jib Style took multiple hits trying to pop some smoke desperately as he takes more fire here.
Yeah, Misu just got taken out on the tower.
And he gets knocked unconscious.
Is Dream dead yet?
Where was Dream at? I see Blue 4 Op4.
He is Op 4. He's down but not out, along with a few other bodies of his buddies over by Pierce. Looks like he was harassed by the Blue 4 X-Ray group.
I don't see HR anymore. I think he died.
The BTR. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Going for,
They're going to go harass Charlie.
yeah.
I mean, if they found Buckets' mat weapon, which they're right on top of his body, so I would assume that was called up, then I think that BTR is going to feel a little more confident in being aggressive because they know that that weapon designed to counter them is not in Blue 4's hands anymore.
Muniz with the Humvee just got taken out by some Op-4 small arms.
Yep. So Blue 4 has a large garrison on the northern side of Alpha here. A GL just went in and knocked someone out. And there's 2 Op-4 survivors from the original attack that are climbing around next to him. Mispers picked up a 249 from a slain enemy. And you still have Defy down here covering. But Misper on 4 kills, by the way. Defy on 1. So, honestly, the guys that have survived the most in Alpha for Op4 have been racking up a good amount of kills. And I think it's been working out for them.
Yeah, Mispeer and DFI, they both know that this white 2-story next to their position is...
I want to see Wirex throw a satchel.
Mispeer pushing around the street side. Doubles back.
I would love to see Wirex, who is an explosive specialist nearby, come up and throw a satchel into that building.
Yeah. We also have that Eastern group, which
wow.
is where Wirex is from. Go ahead, Liru, sorry.
Where Dream is, by the way, Olaf just fired a GL. Look at all the people that are knocked out. 1 dead, 3 knocked out.
They've been knocked out. I think
Pierce... Well, only Dream was knocked out. Morgan was knocked out. He woke back up. Pierce is still knocked out, and there's a body. And there's Morgan down again. So great GL work. There's another dead body down the hill right there. 3rd GL coming in. Yeah, Olaf's on 2 kills, and he is... working that GL quite well there. Wow.
Yeah, breach for Alpha.
Oh, Mispeer pushing up. But John Harrow gets the trade. Yeah, Mispeer taking too long to dump that body with the 249.
Where is that satchel throw?
I know, Wirex is coming up now.
I don't know why they're pushing in one at a time like that. Wirex pushing in. He has the right tool for the job, and instead he's just running in instead. Catches one Blue 4 guy on the reload. Is double tapping. Ghost not realizing he can't. Oh my god. What the hell was that?
I saw that too. Now,
why not just throw the satchel?
I don't.
Hey, Larry.
He doesn't know about it. He is
possibly, but
newer to FNF, so he may not know the satchel charge meta. But
that was a little silly there, though. But the fact he was able to get up there and still get like all those kills, and Ghost had to pull his pistol out, and nearly didn't get the kill on Wirex as he was reloading that mag. Like, good god. Alpha now under neutral control.
Dream is dead! Yeah, let's go.
Real quick, I wanted to say something. Duke is still knocked out from that friendly fire incident. I think he's glitched or something.
Maybe, because McPherson is trying to bandage him, but he doesn't seem to be having any luck.
And there goes the last Blue 4 guy on that northern sector. Misu's the only one still alive, but Alpha has now fallen to Op4. On a note about Duke still being unconscious, if you have a heart rate and you just have low blood, you're just stuck in unconscious mode. He needs a medic to come back and blood bag him, essentially. That BTR's on Alpha. Or Charlie, excuse me.
Yeah, Blue 4's point. Now with the points, Red 4 might need to still take Charlie. I think yes. I think Red 4 still need to take Charlie if they want to win, because otherwise I think Blue 4 will win on points.
Yep.
But I'm not sure. I can't do napkin math that quick, but that BTR couldn't be a problem.
25 ticks. I'm trying to think. 26 ticks. 26 times 2 is 54. So actually, Op4, you're right. Op4 needs to capture Charlie. Because by the time 25 ticks happens, that's 50 points, so it would be 100 to 95. So Op4 still needs to push and take... Wow. That means they were literally 30 seconds away from having that guaranteed victory, so...
Pretty much, yeah. They just took forever. I don't know if it was that wraparound or if it was that clearing thing. If Wirex had thrown that satchel, they probably would have been in a different situation.
Gotten it knocked out a little quicker, yeah.
A little quicker.
BTR just got hit with AT.
Yeah, it is smoking.
That is cook-off.
I don't know. It's a giant open area. They could have just parked that BTR like at the edge of the wall and poked it out, and if the driver... if someone turned out, saw AT coming, you could just tell the driver they could back up. I don't know why they just openly pushed it in within 100 meters of the objective. But then again, it's FNF, so I know why. But still, why did they do it?
Yeah. Oh, and there goes Maestro. He tried to get out, but standing behind a cooking off BTR isn't always the best choice, usually. I don't know. Might just be me.
So chat's asking, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much of a shit show is this op right now? I'm going to be honest, I would only say 3, like, at most. It hasn't really, like, 10 being a total shit show. Like, it's been a fairly good tactical op so far for the first round.
Absolutely. No, I mean, it's been mainly infantry focused. What we've seen with the vehicles has been questionable, but they've made it work. But all the infantry movements have been great. And yeah, Misu's still opening up on the garrison up here by Alpha. Just reminding him that he's still here. But
yeah, he just dropped the guy at the entrance.
If he's here, still being a harassing force, then he's delaying Red 4 from moving out to Charlie and getting that. Because yeah, now we're seeing 81-57, even at 2 points for every tick. Red 4 is not going to catch that in time, like the Monkey did.
Red 4, Brandon just took out 2 guys. Chief woke back up. Peter's knocked out still.
They could just throw a satchel where Misu is. They have him cornered. But I think they're still going to try to push people in and be stupid. And Misu has a 249, so he's not going to go anywhere. Short is a surviving engineer to the south in the AO. He could go up and throw one, but Op4 now needs to figure out with only, if there's a tick every 20 seconds, napkin math, they only have 15 minutes, 40 seconds to, not 15, 5 minutes, 40 seconds to make a call here. Oh my God, Raven, don't actually.
What? Are they actually?
He was about to walk in, he looked around, then he pulled back. I'm like, Jesus, dude. No, just throw a satchel. And if you don't know, watch the stream back so I can tell you. Throw a satchel. Ace interaction.
Man, Olaf is really...
Oh, wait! Someone threw it! Short threw the satchel!
Yep.
Woo!
Nice.
Hey, that's how you deal with a problem. You make the problem.
Hey, awesome. By the way, there's a floating wall now. They blocked off the one tippy top for the tower. It couldn't overwatch. So I guess because it directly looked at Bravo, which was just for a balancing them. But yeah, now they're coming in. They just double tapped him with a pistol shot and a PKM shot. All right, cool. But they still need to push to Charlie, and I'm going to be honest, I don't think there's enough time to do it on foot. They're going to be pinned down. I think Blue 4 is just going to skate by with this victory because they have some really good positions between Charlie and Alpha, and if Op4 tries to do a dramatic flank around, it's going to eat up too much time.
They could go back for that one Humvee on the eastern side of Alpha near the road.
I mean, they could rush in, like, get behind the barn, but in open areas like these, I don't see that rush working unless they take out that command building, which it is damaged, by the way. Maybe some long-range AT to supersede that push, but it's a tough call right there.
Maybe. I don't know. The way that things are going, I think it's a GG Blue 4.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
The winning side is going to lose purely because... Oh my gosh, wait, look at Shib. And look at the Blue 4. Shib is the closest guy to Charlie right now for Op4. And Jones is about to Hillary Clinton him. Except he doesn't get the headshot, but yeah, he eventually drops him.
I still don't know what that was.
So Jones and Chief, like the northernmost forces for Charlie minus Olaf, they just took out an Op4 guy by basically walking up behind him.
Oh, I see the position now.
So less than 3 minutes left, 2 minutes 40 seconds. I don't see this going. The Op4 just doesn't have enough time.
Yeah, I think Blue 4's got it.
Yeah.
Yep. They don't have the time, they don't have the mobility. A lot of Blue 4 still here, or sorry, Red 4 here, Bravo 1 on the northwest side, focused on Olaf. I don't know if they think he's more than he is, but yeah, he's just a dude with a GL.
Well, Olaf was coming up. He's the one that put a bunch of GLs in Malin's group and killed Dreams off, as well as countless others, but...
Yeah,
oh, absolutely.
If you look to the northwest, there's just bandages all in the forest from Olaf.
Yep.
God. Yeah, no, not to say that he wasn't a threat, but like This is a very lopsided response, and I think if Olaf hadn't been doing that, along with Misu up in the castle tower...
So if you bet
Rifle
Blue
would be
4, you're actually going to get a lot of
halfway to
points
Charlie,
for
at
this
least by
one.
now.
Hot damn.
But because of their efforts, nah, it's going to be a GG for Blue 4 in about 3 minutes.
Barb, do you have the multi?
Yes, but only really one person because everyone
That's
else
fair.
is on server 1.
That's fair. Alright, doesn't matter then. I mean, Op4's not even trying. I don't think they've realized that they're going to lose either. I think they just think that they have both sectors and they'll be fine, but...
Yeah, you got to do that math in a game mode like this. Everyone's now shooting up and wildly. Paladin's just spraying around.
Yeah.
I think some of them know.
I mean, Blue 4 knows it's GG at this point, so they're already doing
At least
some
they do, yeah.
premature celebration, but yeah. Oh, I get it. You've got a fire team of Op4 coming down now, trying to get to the final sector. But look, I mean, Blue 4 has pushed everyone out of the sector now to just charge in, because literally 1 minute remaining. And Op4 doesn't have any way to push in quickly because they didn't keep a hold of that one Humvee they had. So if they were to rush in right now and at least get the sector and knock it to neutral to stop the points calculating,
That would
then
be
maybe.
That would be all
But
they needed.
yeah,
But no.
shame. So got the one Humvee to the south just driving around.
Woods and Bond didn't double tap sync too. He might wake up and get him. Oh, there it is.
Blue 4 has each 100 points. Blue 4 wins.
GG.
GG.
And my chat plugin just stopped working. Hog. Oh.
All right. Oh, it went 50-50. Hot damn.
So, good job, Misu and Olaf there.